Invented in 1993, Magic the Gathering (MTG) is the oldest trading card game. To play the game, you and an opponent has a deck of cards with a starting total life of 20. You use creatures to lower your opponent's life total, while using spells to stop the opponent's creatures from lowering your life total. Playing the game, you and your opponent need to shuffle your decks. Then you both draw 7 cards. Then you play a land card. Lands create mana. Mana is how you pay for the cost of your cards. What is mana? In the top right corner of a card will be its mana cost. This is how many colors of a certain type of mana you will need to cast a card. There are 5 different colors of land alongside 5 different types of basic lands. For instance, white mana comes from plains, blue from islands, black from swamps, red from mountains, and green from forests. Sometimes when casting a card, you will see a blank circle with a number in it. The blank circle and number represents that you may use any color of mana that equals the number provided. For example, this card, Domri Chaos Bringer, you may use 2 mana of any color and 1 red and 1 green for a total of 4 mana. With this card, Rhymeborn Cutthroat, you may pay 1 mana of any color alongside 1 blue mana for a total of 2 mana. When playing cards, also known as spells, there are certain ones that do and do not stay on the field. For example, ones that do stay on the field are enchantments, creatures, artifacts, and planeswalkers. While ones that do not stay in the field, instants and sorceries, have an effect and then immediately go to your graveyard. To play a spell, you must start by tapping your lands for mana. This is by turning your cards sideways horizontally to indicate that you've used that card. Times whenever you can play spells would be before and after your combat step. The exceptions of instants, which can be played at any time, even during your opponent's turn. This turn has 5 basic phases. The starting phase is whenever you may untap your cards and draw a new card for your turn. Main phase 1 is the first time during your turn you may play spells. Combat/blocker phase is when you may decide to attack the other player with your creatures. Blocking phase is when the defending player decides what creatures, if any, they want to defend with. Main phase 2 is just like main phase 1. The only difference is that it's after the combat phase. To start combat phase, you would declare creatures to be attacking. You do this by tapping the creature. Remember that tapped creatures cannot block when they are tapped. Also remember that newly cast creatures during your turn cannot attack because they have what is called summoning sickness. After you declare what creatures are attacking by tapping them, your opponent then gets to decide what creatures they want to block with. These creatures do not tap. Then after blockers are assigned, all creatures are dealt damage at the same time. In the lower right-hand corner of a card is the creature's power and toughness. The leftmost number is their power, which is how much damage they can do. The rightmost number is their toughness, which is how much damage they can take. If a creature's power reaches 0 or lower, that creature dies and goes to the graveyard. For example, let's say that you want to attack with this creature. You would then tap it. After it is tapped, then the opponent may decide what creatures they want to block with. After blockers are declared, damage is dealt. The creature that you are attacking with has a power of 1, means it can do 1 damage, and toughness of 3, which means it can take 3 damage. The creature that the opponent is blocking with can do 5 damage, while it can block up to 5 damage. Your creature dies. Since you know all the rules, go out and play at your local game store, LGS, or out with friends, or even play online on Magic Arena or Magic Online. If you want, you can just trade them. Magic puts out multiple sets of cards each year. This is a graph that depicts the average price of a card from each set.